guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft football results video. This is the final weekend of the group stages of the football. So that means all of the teams that have made the finals and all the teams that have been relegated have been decided. So let's jump right in. So up first we have the Roine4 clash between Tipperary and London. Tipperary opened the scoring, going 2 points up in the first 7 minutes. Tipperary finished the half in the lead, 1-8 to 6 points. Tipperary opened the second half scoring with a point 1 minute in. The game eventually finishes Tipperary 114. London 12 points. So a good win for Tipperary, which has seen them reach the league final. So the final score, Tipperary 114, London 12 points. Up next we have the Roine4 clash between Cavan and Waterford. Cavan opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first 4 minutes. Cavan finished the half in the lead, 110 to 4 points. Waterford opened the second half scoring with a point 3 minutes in. And the game eventually finishes Cavan 321. Waterford 10 points. So a massive win for Cavan over Waterford, which sees them through to the league final. So final score, Cavan 321, Waterford 10 points. So our final game on the Sunday is the Roine4 clash between Carlow and Wexford. Wexford opened the scoring, going 3 points up in the first 6 minutes. Wexford finished the half in the lead, 5 points to 7. Carlow opened the second half scoring with 3 points, 7 minutes in. And the game eventually finished Carlow 14 points. Wexford 111. So a draw for Carlow and Wexford. Final score, Carlow 14 points, Wexford 111. Okay, our first game on the Sunday is the Roine1 clash between Monaghan and Dublin. Dublin opened the scoring, going 2 points up in the first 2 minutes. Monaghan finished the half in the lead, 1-7 to 8 points. Monaghan opened the second half scoring with a goal and 2 points 6 minutes in. And the game eventually finishes Monaghan 313. Dublin 118. So a massive win for Monaghan over Dublin. Dublin are now relegated. So the final score, Monaghan 313, Dublin 118. Next we have the Roine1 clash between Donegal and Armagh. Armagh opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first 4 minutes. Donegal finished the half in the lead, 110 to 15. Armagh opened the second half scoring with a point 1 minute in. The game eventually finishes Donegal 114, Armagh 113. So a very tight win for Donegal over Armagh. Donegal 114, Armagh 113. Next we have the Roine1 clash between Kerry and Tyrone. The scoring opens Kerry 1 point, Tyrone 2 points. Tyrone finished the half in the lead, 1-5 to 9 points. Tyrone opened the second half scoring with a point 2 minutes in. And the game eventually finishes Kerry 2-11. Tyrone 1-15. So, an interesting finish. Tyrone actually managed to beat Kerry. I am right, aren't I? 6-11 is 17. Yeah. So, yeah. Tyrone actually beat Kerry by a point. However, Kerry still reached the league final. So, the final score, Kerry 2-11, Tyrone 1-15. Up next, we have the Round 1 clash between Mayo and Kildare. Kildare opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first minute. Mayo finished the half in the lead, 1-10 to 12 points. Mayo opened the second half scoring with a point 2 minutes in. And the game eventually finishes Mayo 2-20. Kildare 18 points. So a good win for Mayo over Kildare, which means Mayo reached the league final and Kildare are relegated. So the final score, Mayo 2-22, Kildare 18 points. Okay, so our next game is the Round 2 clash between Down and Clare. Down opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first minute. Clare finished the half in the lead, 5 points to 2-5. Down opened the second half scoring with a point 2 minutes in. And the game eventually finishes Down 1-9. Clare 2-14. So that result means that Down are relegated. So the final score, Down 1-9, Clare 2-14. Up next we have the Round 2 clash between Roscommon and Galway. Roscommon opened the scoring, going a point up in the first 2 minutes. Roscommon finished the half in the lead, 1-14 to 6 points. Galway opened the second half scoring with a point 1 minute in. The game eventually finishes Roscommon 1-20. Galway 1-15. So a good 5-point win for Roscommon over Galway, and that result means that both teams reached the league final. So the final score, Roscommon 1-20, Galway 1-15. Up next we have the Round 2 clash between Offaly and Cork. Cork opened the scoring, going 1 goal and 1 point up in the first 2 minutes. Cork finished the half in the lead, 1-7 to 10 points, or to 1-10. So it's actually 1-7 to 1-10. Cork opened the second half scoring with 3 points 5 minutes in. And the game eventually finishes Offaly 1-20. Cork 1-21. So Cork getting a last minute point at the very end. And that means that Offaly are relegated. So the final score, Offaly 120, Cork 121. Next we have the Rowan 2 clash between Meath and Derry. Derry opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first minute. Meath finished the half in the lead, 1-7 to 7 points. Derry opened the second half scoring with 2 points 8 minutes in. And the game eventually finishes Meath 2-11. Derry 1-16. So a good win for Meath over Derry, isn't it? Actually a win for Derry over Meath. So the final score, Meath 2-11, Derry 1-16. Next we have the Rowan 3 clash between Antrim and Westmeath. Antrim opened the scoring, going 3 points up in the first 9 minutes. Antrim finished the half in the lead, 8 points to 4. Antrim opened the second half scoring with a point 1 minute in. And the game eventually finishes Antrim 12 points. Westmeath 113. So a massive comeback victory for Westmeath over Antrim. The final score, Antrim 12 points, Westmeath 113. Next we have the Rowan 3 clash between Limerick and Fermanagh. Fermanagh opened the scoring, going 2 points up in the first 3 minutes. Limerick finished the half in the lead, 1-8 to 8 points. Fermanagh opened the second half scoring with 2 points 8 minutes in. And the game eventually finishes Limerick 116. Fermanagh 14 points. So a good win for Limerick over Fermanagh, which means Limerick reached the league final. So the final score, Limerick 116, Fermanagh 14 points. Up next we have the Rowan 3 clash between Laois and Longford. Longford opened the scoring, going 2 points up in the first 5 minutes. Longford finished the half in the lead, 1-5 to 110. Longford opened the second half scoring with a goal and a point 7 minutes in. And the game eventually finishes Laois 113. Longford 217. So a big win for Longford over Laois, and that means that Laois are now relegated. So the final score, Laois 113, Longford 217. Up next we have the Rowan 3 clash between Wicklow and Louth. Louth opened the scoring, going 1 point up. Louth finished the half in the lead, 7 points to 1-6. The second half scoring opens, Wicklow 8 points, Louth 1-7. And the game eventually finishes, Wicklow 113. Louth 217. So a good win for Louth over Wicklow, and that means Wicklow are now relegated and Louth reached the league final. So the final score, Wicklow 113, Louth 217. Up next we have our final game of the weekend. We have the Rowan 4 clash between Sligo and Leitrim. Leitrim opened the scoring, going 1 point up in the first minute. Sligo finished the half in the lead, 2-6 to 2-5. Sligo opened the second half scoring with 2 points 8 minutes in. And the game eventually finishes Sligo 2-16. Leitrim 2-10. So there you have it, final score, Sligo 2-16, Leitrim 2-10. So there you have it, those are the final results of the group stages of the football. So next weekend we have the finals of the Football League and the Hurling League, so I might put those into one single video since there isn't that many games. So be sure to check that out, as well as my hurling results video, which will be going up soon after this. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you for the next one.